The fact that James Charles, a young, white, gay man that has most likely never touched a W-2 a day in his life, had so much vitriol towards a working class woman is the reason why people hate influencers and influencer culture. But before I get into the weeds of the situation, it would be rude of me to not introduce myself. Hello there! I'm Tam the Yapper, and welcome to my commentary channel where I talk about a plethora of topics that come to my mind. So come on in, make yourself nice and comfortable, have a drink of water nearby, maybe a snack or two, because there is a lot to discuss in regard to this kerfuffle, for lack of a better word. And before I get too deep into this, I also want to give a trigger warning for grooming of minors, a power dynamic imbalance, so to speak. So into the end of April, beginning of May, we were starting to really see the repercussions of Spirit Airlines shutting down. And when I say everyone lost their job, everybody lost their job. The pilots, the flight attendants, the flight stewardess, the dudes that were out here doing the whole look at the flick of their wrist, look at the flick of their wrist, look at the with the light sticks to land the plane. Everybody lost their jobs. And with this economy and job market being absolute dog shit, it's very difficult to try and find not just additional income, but income point blank period. So yes, a lot of people are going to resort to making crowdfunding campaigns in order to get by and pay their bills and survive. But one such influencer by the name of James Charles had something to say about that when somebody from Spirit Airlines reached out to him to donate to her campaign. And also, I just want to put this out there. I don't want to see any homophobia in my comment section. Just because James Charles is a gay man doing bad things, that doesn't equate to gay men as a whole. Not every gay man is a James Charles. Okay? So no homophobia. If I see any homophobia in the comments, you're getting blocked and reported.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off, okay? I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, "I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies." Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, "James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this." Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? Oh. What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace. Ah!
I also want to give a shout out to the individual that saved and distributed that video because, of course, like the coward he is, James Charles deleted that TikTok and has made a few apology videos, which I'm not even going to bother playing because they're just word salad at this point. He's not sorry. He's never been sorry. Never will be sorry. So shout out to the individual who saved it and the individual who shared it on Twitter. I'm not calling it X because fuck Elon Musk. Anyway, now I've seen other creators talk about this whole crash out that James Charles did um towards this woman, and the same thing is pretty much said over and over again. The best thing he could have done was just not say anything at all, and I couldn't agree more. Like, sometimes it's best to just say nothing. Yeah, I know it's messed up from me, especially from me saying that, because on my Instagram you'll see me share and repost people's campaigns, so on and so forth. So it's wild of me to say that just don't say anything, but sometimes if you don't have it, you don't have it. And it's just, you either gotta tell them you don't have it or just say nothing at all. But James Charles obviously has it. So that part doesn't apply to him. The part that does apply to him is just to shut his fucking mouth. But he did not shut his fucking mouth. As a matter of fact, he made 2 piss poor apology videos and even reached out to the woman. He did a lengthy apology to her, which I'm not going to show, but I will just let her show it.
I know another question on here is, do I accept his apology? So I'm just going to answer it right together. Hell no. I don't accept his apology, especially because he was very publicly with what he said, and then you thought it was okay to message me privately. No. So he did message me. Here's a screenshot. And I don't accept it.
I also want to note that James Charles said that she was a white woman. She's got a smidge of melanin in her. She's got a smidge of melanin in her. I don't know exactly her ethnicity. We'll just call her a woman of color for right now. But she's got a bit of melanin to her. But also with James Charles being back in headlines for this incident, a lot of people, and rightfully so, are bringing up his allegations where he was texting inappropriate things to 15, 16-year-old boys. The North remembers. You may think we forgot, but nah. The North remembers. And you know what really takes the cake for me with all this? You know what really kind of seals the deal, so to speak? Ethan Klein, the figurehead of H3H3 on YouTube, says he paid $10,000 to put a billboard to remind people, and I quote, that this is what James Charles gets up to. And mind you, he had this set up for the 2026 Grammy red carpet. I strive for this pettiness. I admire this type of pettiness, mind you. I wake up, better yet, I dream to be this petty. I wake up and I strive to be this petty. I go to work and I envision myself being this petty. I just don't have money to be that petty. And yes, there are many videos, essays, talking about what James Charles did back in 2021. And are people still going to make said video essays? Yes. Because like we all say, the North remembers, James. And me, being the curious little idiot that I am, I looked into the messages that James Charles sent to one such victim, and I'm going to bleach my eyes afterwards. I'm just going to give you a small snippet of what he said to this boy. This is all thanks to a Redditor on Beauty Guru Chatter, and it's basically showing James Charles gaslighting this 16-year-old boy into thinking he did something wrong, which the boy did nothing wrong. It's the adult here, and I use that term lightly, who did something wrong. He starts by saying, I'd love to remind you that you're the one that called me cute and said you were bisexual and into me. The boy says, hold up, we've already talked about this. Then James says, it's a complete lie, you idiot, you're backpedaling and because you got caught. The boy had said no bad intentions whatsoever. Then James comes with more gaslighting, saying, don't ever speak about me again. I added you and minded my own business until you called me cute, started flirting with me by saying you were bi. People who can't respect privacy are the lowest of the low. You clearly don't understand. And then the boy responded, I never intended anything bad by posting that, and if anyone says you did something wrong, I can assure you that you did not. Trying to solve an issue he did not cause. The issue, like I said, was caused by the adult in this situation. And here's another, I guess the boy's talking with a friend, saying this guy is 16 years old and has been receiving snaps from James Charles calling him cute. This is what MAGA Republicans are foaming at the mouth for. This is what MAGA Republicans want to see. MAGA Republicans want to see a gay man, preying on a child because that's what they think gay men do. That's what they think immigrants do. That's what they think black people do. They think that gay men, trans people, queer people as a whole are predators. But every time you get on the news, you see some racist, straight, white, Christian male being caught with CSAM. Hell, even some of the January 6ers were caught with CSAM. So that should tell you a lot. The call is coming from inside the house. But no, the MAGA Republicans are like, oh, it's the gays. It's the gays. It's the gays that are coming after our children. It's the gays that are making our children question their sexuality. It's the gays that are the reason why gas is so high. It's all because of the gays. The person you voted for is on the Epstein files. The person you voted for, most likely 3 times in a row, is listed as a predator, a murderer, a trafficker, but it's the gays. According to y'all, it's the gays. Now, I'm not defending James Charles, by the way. I'm not defending his ass whatsoever. I'm just saying, what James Charles is doing is just making MAGA Republicans giddy and kick their feet up in glee. Because they're going to use him sexting minors as being the reason why the LGBTQ should not exist. So this is in no defense for James Charles. This is to say that James Charles is making things 10 times worse for the LGBTQ community as a whole by his actions. So no, James, you do not hold yourself accountable, because if you did, you would be off the internet and putting the fries in the bag. And this is why so many people just hate influencers as a whole. I don't see myself as an influencer. I just see myself as a content creator, but even at that, I don't really see myself as that either, because content creators make money, so to speak. But at this point, it's just a hobby. What makes me money is my job. The shit I have a W-2 for, which I'm not gonna show y'all because you'll dox my black ass. Man, influencers only have the money that they have solely because of ad revenue. Ad revenue and sponsorship are bread and butter to influencers. And the more ad revenue and sponsorships they get, the more income they generate, and they get closer to celebrities that can also help with their image, to increase their image, to expand their image, and to make themselves more profitable, so to speak. But in all actuality, influencers are just one small tax bracket above the working class. And baby, we are fucking struggling. Let me tell you. Like, I genuinely wish that more influencers lived up to the title of being influential content creators and helping out the working class a lot more, because at the end of the day, the working class is practically a bunch of ants at a picnic. We're all just trying to gather whatever crumbs and I mean crumbs, we can get while the rich elite are actively stomping us out. But yeah, that's what I have to say for today. I probably reheated some nachos, but hey, the shit needed to be said. Because I know for a fact I briefly touched on it in a live, and I feel like a video in itself would do more justice as to why James Charles shouldn't have a platform. Point blank, period. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, comment if you want to see more videos of me absolutely grilling influencers or other celebrities, so to speak. I do have another series planned talking about celebrities, mostly black celebrities, that we just gotta let go. If we want to strive for black excellence, we really gotta let some of these celebrities go. And if you want to see a series like that, then subscribe and turn on those notifications, because some of y'all are missing the good shit. Other than that, wash your hands, stay hydrated, mask up, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, because in this economy, in this day and age, we're honestly all we have left. And I'll catch you guys. I have a next critical think piece. Take care now. Excuse me.